Hey everybody, welcome to another new edition for the new year of the R Show. Back on its original night, Sunday nights. So as you can see, I have Mr. Utah, Mr. Mothership Products, Dwayne.
How are you guys?
So we're going to talk about a little bit about what our plans are for the new year, and we are going to allow some viewers from the chat come in, but you're not going to be able to sit for long, and we just want to hear how things are going, what you guys got planned and stuff like that if you want to come on. So we will be sharing the link in the Facebook group and PMs when we catch you. So with that being said, Dwayne, you want to tell everybody the good news first?
Actually, no. I want to say happy holidays to everybody, and I hope everything went well with everybody's holidays, that everybody made it through okay, and that they gave more than they received, and everybody was happy that way. We missed a couple of weeks because of holidays and such, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody had some good holidays and had a chance to take some time off from their work, or at least spend some time with the family, because that's important. That's why we do what we do, is so we have that time to spend.
Well, I think somebody already guessed what the good news is for you.
That is true, yes. My good news is we did put in a bid on a house, and it was accepted. We should be moving in the next 4 or 5 weeks. The seller asked for an extra week to get out, so I believe it'll be about February 7th. But we did purchase a house, so of course that means that everything from now until then is just a bunch of shambles with the business and trying to pack up old inventory and move it, and I'm sure everybody knows that moving is a pain in the what. So,
and with that being said, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we will have to work around schedules and when you start moving and stuff. I know you said before the show you were gonna work it since you work in that area, you can bring stuff as you go to work each week or each
Correct.
day.
Yeah, I plan on renting a storage unit, and then every day, because right now I travel about 45 minutes to work, and it's nearby that. So every day I'll just pack a couple boxes and then spend all month moving the things that are non-essential first, and then slowly get to the things as we get closer to our move-in date. Sorry, I also have a wicked chest cold, so I probably sound kind of funny, and I may there may be some odd silences when my brain is too foggy to remember things. So that's why Chris is here, to keep track of that.
And the news for me is that we actually bought some new tools for the business over the holiday weekend. We're gonna have let's see, we got a floor scale coming in. Plus, we ordered a thermal printer, a Zebra thermal printer. That will be coming in. So
that's awesome. Yeah, like I said, that you guys, those two things will make so much of a difference in your lives with shipping. It's so much easier, especially when the scale you got, we were talking about, has that removable display, or display that's not on the unit, so that you can put big boxes on there and still see how much they are. Yeah, that's a big thing. So congratulations. It's always good to hear, moving up in the business. Making things more efficient. What about people in the chat? What has happened for you guys? Do we have anybody that has some new plans for this season or year or whatever? And maybe, like Chris said, maybe you'd like to come on and talk for a few minutes.
Yeah, if you want to come in and talk, let us know. I got the link saved, and I'm sure Dwayne does. So if one of us is talking, the other can let us. We'll get the things worked out so we can get you in on the show.
Yep. So that'll be, and then people can kind of check in and talk for a few minutes, and then vacate so that other people can come in. So, oh, the Black Eyed Joe says you just went to dual monitors, Joe. That's a huge thing. I've got dual monitors. It makes a big difference. It makes it quite a bit easier for us old people with eyes, that can't see the little stuff. When you can separate it, it's makes it really nice.
And
Silver Hair Stackers says they got a disc repair machine, that's great. Yeah, that's
for
that's
people that
cool.
don't know that what that is, it's so you can repair the video games and DVDs, movies, and stuff like that you might have to get really badly scratched up. So you can use that to clean
Yeah.
them up and make it look like it's brand new.
Yep, resurfaces it and tries to get out those big. Well, actually, it's good for surface scratches, not really deep ones. But
Well, I heard it's for the good ones for the deep ones too. I don't.
yeah, that could be true. I don't have a whole lot to go with them, so. Spiky 911 says that they got more storage bins and a light kit. Very good. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't even given a whole lot of thought to in my new house is where to take pictures. I'll figure it out when I get there. So, but does anybody want to come on and yak with us for a little bit? How about you, Angie? I saw you were here. Why don't you come in and say hey?
Yes, considering that gonna be on not gonna be on Facebook for 2017.
Yeah, well, we're talking. We'll see.
And Henry said he sold 230 packs of 10 incense sticks.
Holy crap! That's a lot of incense.
That's a lot of money if depending on how much he charged.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty good.
$10 a pack. That's $2,300.
It looks like quite a few people got new lighting sets. Jameson's Closet got one. Gary Coop looks like they got a kit. Yeah, Angie, right now we'll send you the link and you can come on and say hello. You're not that late, Coco. Nothing ever goes on in the first few minutes of our shows anyway,
And
do I know anything about room air purifiers? Yeah, I know a little bit. Some of those HEPA air filters types with the ceramic insides are really good. It does really good for dust and hair. The problem is you got to make sure that you clean them quite a bit because they do fill up rather quickly if you have a lot of pets and pet dander. I had one for a long time. My wife used it for just the sound to go to sleep, but obviously helped with the air too. Yeah, we had to clean it probably, probably every week to be good. I don't remember what make and model. I would just go and look at some reviews, where they review more than one kind. So sorry, Krillin, I didn't go too far into the make and model. I can't remember what ours was now.
And Henry said that his sale was only $1 a piece. Raise your prices, chat. There, Henry. How can you make anything
so that was at $23 or $2,300?
No,
is it $1 a stick or $1 for 10?
$1 for a pack of 10.
Ah.
So he's only made $230. I don't know how much he paid to get them. You have to think about raising your prices there, Henry. I know you don't want to make too much because of certain reasons, but if you want to make a profit, you have to raise your prices somewhere.
Well, and like he's, like everybody says, is it depends on what he bought them for. If they're only going to sell what they're going to sell for, but now if he bought them for a penny a piece, he's making decent return. If you bought them for 9 cents a piece and selling them for 10, then it's not so good. You can only price what the market will bear. So it's really when you buy it is what makes a difference. So is that Angie? You don't want to come on for a minute? If you don't, we can. I'm sure Glenn would come on for a minute.
or maybe Drew will want to come on for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, anybody's welcome. I'm just thinking of people that are, maybe crack the seal and come on and talk to us for a bit.
Like I said, we want to make this into like a revolving door. So, oh, here comes Mister.
Yeah,
Here's our first one.
see there's a revolver right there.
What's up? What's up?
Well,
Chad, how are you, buddy?
we know he's on his phone, so give us all the good news, Chad, since you haven't been able to do a video yet.
There ain't no good news. Life sucks, man. What are you talking about?
Come on, man. It's the first day. You can't have that attitude already.
It's all good. Life's great. Went to the beach this morning. That was Kim and I last night. We said the first thing we have to do for our New Year's resolution is walk down to the beach, and because we're so close. And we were there 5 minutes, to just look at it and like, yeah, we've arrived.
Nice.
So,
nice.
but I don't know. It's just bad things happen and good things come out of it. And that's where we're at right now. So
Very good. Very good.
Almost moved in. My office is not even remotely set up yet. So all I have is my, a table with my computer, my Zebra printer, and my laser printer, and my scale for items.
So just the bare necessities.
Yeah, to ship things out, as I need up until yesterday. And so by the time Tuesday rolls around, I should be up and ready to go. So I wasn't late on any orders. And we literally sold items every day. So even through all this, I was able to get the stuff out.
Yeah, see, and I'm going through that. I'm a month behind you. I'm moving in a month, but I'm packing up all my inactive inventory now, and all my shipping supplies that I'm leaving a little bit so that stuff sells, but trying to get rid of all that stuff and pack it up. And
it's important
hopefully.
when you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say that and just trying to figure out exactly what to pack and what not to pack, just in case.
Yeah, for anybody out there that is moving and you have the inventory at your house, okay, pretty much what I did, and it seemed to work, okay, was because we've pretty much been moving over the past few days, so it wasn't just we loaded everything up in a U-Haul and we moved, okay. We made some smaller trips with our, with some bare necessities, because the place we moved to is fully furnished. We've got, this is the outdoor patio, it's screened in. So you guys know we love it outside so much. And even if it's raining, we can still be outside. But what we did was all my inventory, okay, I pulled it on off my shelves, packed everything in larger boxes instead of having my 14 by 14 by 14 boxes on my shelves. I wanted to break my shelves down. So what I did is I took all my inventory, lined it up in my dining room in like 24 by 24 by 24 boxes. Okay. So I went from 14s to 24. So I was able to at least double everything up. And then what I did is I left it sit there, and we did everything else around the house. And I left my computer set up at the other house. And then what we did was we pretty much put everything I cleaned out the garage. Yes, the massive pile. I gave most of the stuff to this guy, but I cleaned out the garage, and then we said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take everything that we're moving. We got rid of a bunch of stuff off OfferUp and, some of the furniture and stuff like that. But we put everything in the garage that we're going to U-Haul out. Okay. I left my eBay stuff sitting in there. I have my shelves broke down so I can get those here and get those set up. And then the last thing I was going to do was move the computer and move the inventory all at once. That was, and it was really important, but I had to wait until the internet got hooked up. So, everything you kind of have to, if you're moving and you have an eBay business, the first thing you need to do when you move is make sure that internet's going to be set up, and you need to base your move around that. If you're
Right.
if you're running an internet business, I mean, that's critical. So
Yeah. Well, luckily, with the smartphones today, though, you can also kind of have a layover. If you don't have internet, you can still do it with your phone. And if there's like one day,
I've
but yeah,
never
a
been
couple
able
of
to
weeks, I
print a
don't know if I'd
label.
like to do that.
I've never been able to print a label for my phone. I mean, and I even have a wireless printer. So, but I'm not. I think you have to be. Have to have it done through a router or something. I think, like through your network.
Yeah.
You have to have
Yeah, I
your
don't
phone
know.
hooked up to your network, but you have to have a router. So you have to have internet to.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true.
So it's been kind of hit and miss, and I wasn't sure about it. So that's what I did is I kept my bare bones setup, and then we pretty much got it. Our living moved over here, and the last thing we do is the big stuff with the U-Haul, probably tomorrow or the next day. And
Now, how far is it you're moving
it's 10 miles.
from Fort Walton? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm moving about 50 miles. So
Yeah.
like I told everybody else, we're planning on tomorrow. I'm going to go rent a storage unit near the new house and start, taking all the non-essential stuff and putting it down there all throughout the whole month. And then come February 7th, and it'll be just a quick move from the storage unit into the house, basically.
And I mean, there's a lot of things you can consider. Like with all my inventory that I had that wasn't listed, okay? It's like, okay, what do I do with this? Do I get a storage unit? And that's going to vary with each person, okay? Here,
Absolutely,
we
yeah.
do not have any trouble with getting inventory. I mean, my house could burn down tomorrow, and then the next day we could go out sourcing, and I would get stuff to list, so getting inventory isn't an issue. That's why it was pretty easy for me to let go of a lot of that stuff. It just made it easier for me. And to say I lost money because I gave it away, no, I've made so much, on that. I'm gonna have to flip my phone over. I've already made that money, and so it's,
Well, and Ted, I told them about my getting the new tool set for the business, the zebra and floor scale.
yes. Well, Roxy did.
Well, no, I told the viewers. I told them when we started.
Oh,
So, and you helped us decide on what one to get for the zebra.
right on.
Wow, those are awesome. That's going to be help you so much. That efficiency is nice. Just to stick it and it's gone.
Yep.
So
Yep.
big time.
Quick print. But man, I tell you what, this last batch of the zebra labels I got, they are pathetic because they do not want to stick to cardboard. They come off, and it's like, I cannot wait to get through these. I can't remember who I bought them on eBay. So yeah.
Now, do you buy yours, or do you just get them free from UPS?
No, I got the rolls of the thermal labels from off eBay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because UPS does offer they'll give you free rolls of labels if you have a UPS account, the account's free. You don't have to. Yeah, so you can just go ask them. They'll give you a roll.
Well, we pretty much took advantage of the labels with UPS, when it had 2 per page, pretty much before the, man, we ordered so many of those and they cut us off, and, it's like.
Oh, so you made the blacklist, huh? Good job.
Yeah. But it's been a few years. So, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they forgot your name.
Yeah.
And I wanted to let everybody know that we're going to be since we are doing the art show, this is just a little bit more like it's still a Sunday Night Live, only because it's the new year. We're not really trying to get into the details and everything else right now. But Wednesday nights, we're going to be bringing the Sunday night flavor over to the Wednesday night show that we're going to be renaming. So if you're you should already know all that. But for the people that catch this later, because I've seen a few people in groups not know who I was.
Yeah.
So
Trust me, you're way ahead of me. I don't think anybody knows who I am, and if they do, they only know me as Mr. Utah. So is there anybody in the chat wants to come on and chat with us?
Come and say. There's Angie. How come Angie? I'm on my phone tonight, so I've got my little.
She said she's ready for bed in her PJs and no makeup. So.
Well, you don't want to see what I have on underneath this. I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, of course we don't.
I'm in my skivvies tonight.
and I know that there's a couple of other things going on. That Kyle Hunter's in the Yard Sale Hunter's in the chat. I know he's going to be starting a show soon. I don't know when, but he got a couple of teenagers to get together that they're going to do a teenager show of reselling. So that'll be something to look forward to.
Right. Yeah, I saw that too. That's pretty impressive. I think that's going to work out well. A completely different point of view coming from, the under 20 crowd. So,
Angie,
hey, it looks like
I'm
Chris.
not that old.
Yes.
Looks like Silver Hair Stacker said, "Yeah, let me talk." So, you want to send him the link?
I don't know if I have him on Facebook. Silver Hair send me a message on Facebook under Chris Crone, and then I'll send you the link that way. Hopefully, I'll get notified that I get a message there. Well, sometimes when I send a message, you don't get the message about the message request until later. So.
Right.
Coco said I thought she
said what?
She's 17 years old. I was about ready to call Coco out.
Yeah. So.
And also, another thing that I saw was that Vaughn, who's not in the chat right now, is she's gonna have a new interview show tomorrow.
Oh, cool! I didn't see that one.
Yeah, and a little birdie told me that Ronnie's wife, Gretchen's, going to be on that show.
Oh wow, nice!
You just blew it probably for Vaughn, but she said she can let everybody know tomorrow.
Oops. I didn't know that. I'm in trouble.
That's what you got to look.
I'm in trouble.
That's what happens. You don't look at the group that you made. Unless you get
all right. Well, there's only 36 of us, so that should just be everybody in the entire Reseller Society should know in about 15-20 minutes.
He did not tell me not to tell anybody. And I haven't been on social media too much. I did a little bit of Name That Tune last night.
I know. I missed those. I came and I'm always missing when you start those.
All right. It just depends whenever I'm in the mood.
Right.
Okay. So now make sure this works, and then we'll have
Chris is getting her figured out.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Sent you the link. No, I sent Silver Hair the link.
All right. Lonnie said the loose lips sink ships there, Chad.
Yeah, that's Lonnie, man. How's it going over there in Louisiana, man?
Yeah, and so hopefully everybody's having a good time with the New Year's and the holidays. And I don't know if Vaughn really wanted anybody to know. I was just joking with you, Chad, about the telling everybody about Gretchen. So
yeah.
Hey, there's Silver Hair.
What's up?
Yeah, that's the typical. Okay, let me explain this, guys, because I know this. Okay, Silver Hair, he's a stacker. They deal in coins, gold, silver, and all this stuff, and none of them show their faces.
It's a secret society.
They hide their identity because they have all this gold and silver all around them. They sleep on gold and silver beds.
That's right.
Very good.
Yes. So what's new with you, Silver Hair?
Yeah, I just got me one of them disc resurfacer JFJ Easy Pros for Christmas. I'm gonna make all those video games that skip. I'm gonna get to sell them now because I got one of those machines.
Very
Should
nice.
be pretty
Very nice.
cool. I tried it out and only burnt my finger twice.
I'm sure you'll get the hang of it.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So it's good to talk to y'all in person and up close and personal.
Yeah, well,
Right
that's
on.
what we wanted to try this year and see, or at least this show, just to see how it worked out, and if people wanted to
Is
do
this
it or
close and personal enough?
not. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
way
boy.
too scary, dude.
I think you got a
Curtis, whatever his name was.
I think you got an eye booger going there. Oh,
Hey,
That is a
Chad,
scary thought.
we got Janine Louise, who is a member of the Reseller Society, who's watching. It said, Goldfinger, I just found you out last week, and she's also in Navarre.
Hey, we're on Biscayne Boulevard. If you're familiar with that is, it's pretty much across the street from a turn into our neighborhood is across the street from that church right next to Walmart. Then you turn south into that neighborhood there. So right on, right on.
So I'm sure Chad will keep his open door policy, just not be able to host everybody all the time. We're
You'll
busy.
just have to move it to the beach.
You know we're always about meeting fellow resellers.
But I was talking about because in your old house, you used to have people spend the night. There, you might not be able to do that too often.
Right on.
So what changes, Silver? What changes are you going to make to your business this year?
I'm just gonna sell more crap and make more money.
Oh, all right. You have a plan for that, or you just planning on purchasing
Let's
more
do
and
that.
selling more?
Well, shoot, I've been killing it at the live auctions lately. I brought home 2 pickup loads last month from an auction. Yeah, I showed it in my video. Treasured Vintage watched it, and she said, "You're selling bras?" Yeah, man, it was a big eclectic bunch of stuff I bought. I bought 150 watches for like $100.
Wow. Find anything outstanding, or just kind of $20, $30 specials?
Yeah, they're all like $20, $30 watches, but 150 times 30 is, I don't know, I can't count that high.
That's a lot, yeah.
15,000.
No. Is it?
No, it's like 4,500, right?
Really? So
We say 30 times 15, right?
yeah, so I'm
15 is 45, so 4,500.
so
4,500
excited
bucks.
about that. I've been listing until my fingers bleed.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
That's awesome. That's a what do you call it? Warrior scars right there.
Yeah. Oh, and I got booted off of eBay for a day because I listed something in the wrong category.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that in a long time.
It was an adult product.
Ah,
Oh, that's
I
why.
won't
Okay.
I won't say what it was. Well, God, I bought this whole pallet. There was this huge cardboard box on top of this pallet, right? And it had toilet brushes and hair straighteners, all kinds of stuff in it. But down in the bottom was 5 boxes. What is this? And they were adult type products.
Massagers.
we're all adults here.
Ding,
Tell us
ding,
what it
ding,
is.
ding. Anyway,
Vibrators.
so I listed them on the wrong thing, the wrong category, and eBay said, no, you're off
Yeah.
eBay for a day. So I said,
Wow.
okay. But it's weird because other sellers of the same things that they were listing them in that category. I don't know. It's weird. The one I called yesterday, I got to talk to an Irish lady. She had the greatest accent. I called
That's
today.
awesome.
I guess they ship out the answer people when we're closed for holidays here. They'll go ahead and ship out answering machine people to other countries. I don't know.
Sure.
You find that true?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't call them that much. So
She was very
it seems like
nice.
there's a call center, an eBay call center here in Utah. So every time I call, that's who I go to. I just go to the local number. I don't go to the 800 number.
Yeah.
And
So,
Chad, I'm going to show you to your old background. Kenny Southwell said Chad's background needs a Selena image and shells full of stock.
You know something? I made a decision, guys. It's not going to be as full. I probably won't have shelves. I'm wanting to be more streamlined and just have all that stuff. I mean, trust me, I'm going to have my stuff that I like, but it might not be all behind me for everybody. I mean, because it's my office, so I'm going to have, the stuff up on. In my other office, the only stuff I had was behind me. So if I wanted to look at it, I had to turn around and look at it. So, I think I'll spread it out a little bit more.
Oh, that's cool. So you're not going to have the shrine, huh?
It's not going to be all like I had it. Although I thought the whole idea was cool.
I thought it was a great idea. Yeah.
Stuff in. Yeah. It won't be as big scale. I'll bring stuff in and bring stuff out, but it's more important to have my label printer right there and not in the garage. And, so.
Sure. Well, and not only that, but it was also, it started a lot of conversations, just the stuff in your background. So.
Sure.
Well, so Henry, you mind if we get Henry in so you can, like, Henry wants to come in and visit for a bit?
All right on. Hey, Chris, I got a little topic if you want to touch on it that's been going on.
Sure. I can see if Silverhair can let Lee so that we can let Henry in. And like I said, I want to have a revolving door. I hadn't planned on Chad kind of staying if he was going to have his internet up and stuff. So that's kind of why I hadn't said anything about Chad staying.
Well, damn, he didn't even let us say goodbye.
Wow. Well, I think
I was gonna say I could give you the topic and you can talk and I can go.
it was your topic, so I don't.
Well, no, it's just, and Silverhair didn't have to leave. I could have left. I was the first one. I came first, so I'd leave first. But no, the topic was the morality of selling, stuff from people who've died, and I just don't think people get it. They get so offended that, we're selling a George Michael's autograph,
right?
Profiting off his death is what they call it, but yet they're resellers who are making this statement. It's like, hold on a second. Does that mean you would never sell anything from Elvis, from the Beatles? No, because that's just what happens. When somebody dies, the demand for their stuff goes up. And what we do is we bring that stuff to the marketplace for the people who want it. And it's a matter of supply and demand. And over time, the prices will come down. But that is just how it happens. And I don't know. I don't think it's a moral issue at all.
I think one of the people that started that, was complaining about that though. They're into doing the bulk games, other high end, not necessarily high end, but good movers. So they're not going to sit there and look for the dead person.
Well, they probably won't. But, typically with anything else, typically the people who complain about YouTubers saying it's a time suck have never done a video for themselves. So how can they sit there and say that? Okay. It's people who've never done something are the biggest critics of it. So, it's like, if you haven't taken the time to understand what it means to, when somebody dies, their merchandise is in demand. I mean, it's not. It's. I think if people just stop and think about it, you know, it's really not as immoral as what they're saying it is.
Yeah, it's. I think it's just some people think it's kind of morbid, and if you think about it as you're bringing things to people that want to remember those people,
Yeah.
but that way it makes sense. But then if you think about it from another person point of view, where they're just saying, "Oh, just because they died, you're going to jack up all your prices and make money off of that."
Dictates the price. The market dictates.
No, I agree with you.
Price.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just thinking from both sides.
Right.
I agree with you. I think the way I feel is I'm bringing stuff to the market for people that want to remember George Michael for some reason, and I'm not gouging. I'm not gouging, but like you said, the market sets the price. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's a supply and demand system.
Yeah, it's the same people that complain that resellers are taking toys away from families and stuff, from kids. It's like, no, they do like Nintendo. They do limited releases just for this to happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
They want to make it special, and that way they can jack up their prices. That's the whole idea of a limited release.
Yep.
So, Henry, what are your thoughts on what the topic? Plus, what's your plans for the new year?
Not much. Just sell a whole bunch of things and probably get some more. Probably get some more of the postcards. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing more and more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
you get those from estate sales or?
No, actually, that one that I just picked up. I just picked that up a couple of days ago on eBay, and then I wanted to go picking today, but the one picking place I love was closed today. And if you ever seen this place, I mean, it's not huge, but like where they have their postcards, like buckets and buckets of postcards. Right. And they're all like 50 cents a piece, and they actually section out the ones that are postcards and the ones that are birthday cards. So I'm going to start hitting that probably next Saturday.
Excellent. Do you have anything new for the year did you get anything new? Do you have any new goals?
Yeah. I mean, I got new goals for the incense, but I haven't thought of them yet. And then, I mean, the crafting thing is more like where my goals are.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. And I got some new knitting stuff I got a list, and then more blankets to list.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and I got to thank Chris and Roxy for actually helping me with that post, explaining to some of the members. Yeah.
Well, we're glad to help. That's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know.
Pretty much.
Better than getting shitted on.
Very good. Let's see. What else we got in this?
He said Drew wants to come on and Lynn wants to come in too. So we have to figure out a way of.
I'll drop off if you guys want me to, and then that way I can go back to watching the show.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, thanks for stopping in, Henry.
Have a good night, guys. Unless there's an after show.
We'll see.
We'll see if there's going to be an after show.
Okay, I'll leave you guys
if you need me to, but I think you can have 10 people on a chat, can't you?
Yeah, but we try and keep the numbers down just because it makes it so people don't talk over each other too much. When you get 10 people, it gets pretty tough.
Yep. All right, guys. Good luck. Have a happy new year. And
enjoy, Craig.
Talk soon.
See you, Chad.
Yeah, Chad.
Bye.
Okay, I'll go back to the side chat too, I guess.
Okay.
Well, while we let Drew and Glenn in, because Parrot has said he'll pop in too. He just sent me a message on Facebook.
Okay,
great. Yeah, this is working out pretty good so far.
Okay, Drew, I don't know if I have you on my friends list. Glenn, I know you're here somewhere. Unless you have him, Dwayne. I'm looking for him before I can send him a message. So
Right. So I'll look in the chat here. Let's see. Lonnie says that he's been sourcing on Let Go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Sadie. I agree with you. That Mr. Sadie says people sell their family stuff every day when they die. What's the difference? And like I said, I think the people that get bent out of shape are really looking at it from a completely different point of view than the reseller does. I mean, I'm sure some resellers are like, cool, that guy died, so I can make lots of money. But others are like, well, I can give some of my memorabilia, I can sell it to people that want to keep that, to remember those people that way. So it's just a way of, people thinking about it different ways, I'm sure.
Glenn and
Let's see.
Glenn and Drew know I sent them the link. So once they pop in.
Very good. Juan Santana. I'm
Wow.
not sure who you are.
Long time no see since he's been on the show.
But
back when I was still doing the solo show.
Well, there you go. Yeah, because he said it's been a while that he's been killing it. So that's awesome. Glad to hear it. So, let's see who is who. Oh, what's her? Idaho Falls Picker, which I haven't seen in the chat. I was going to let you know that I may be headed to Idaho Falls in March. So I'll keep you informed with that, and maybe we can hook up and have some coffee or do some thrifting or something when I'm off. So, hey, Glenn, how are you?
Doing good, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. So what's new in yours for the new year?
Buy more smarter, and don't buy stuff that just sits around and doesn't get listed.
So
I need to list, so I need to start listing. I got a lot of stuff I need to list and really stop buying, and all that.
So you're just gonna be more choosy on what you buy, huh?
Right. And all that.
Cool.
Even though it might make $3, I need to be worried about making $20.
Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. Because that's what a lot of people, they start making $2 or $3 or 2 or 3 times, and then when you get the business moving, then you want to start making that $25 or $30 a sale, and moving that money that way.
Especially if I have the space. I'm trying to keep everything behind me. This is my sourcing room, but I got stuff like in the dining room, or in my apartment, whatever. And like I said, that doesn't need to be there. It needs to be in here, more organized.
Right.
So I'm going to start bringing stuff to the Salvation Army, or try to do like a couple flea markets and just unload it like dirt cheap.
Sure. Yeah. Just scrub everything clean and start new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, New Year's resolutions, there's always, got to lose weight, got to eat better, got to be more organized, which I think is a huge one for most resellers. They all want to be more organized. Very few people are completely happy with their own organizational skills or the way their stuff is set up, and they just use this New Year's to make a resolution to clean it up however you want to do it, whether it's get rid of all your old stock and put in new stock, or put in new shelving units and reorganize your whole setup. It really is dependent upon the person.
That, and stay away buying not video games, but board games. That's kind of a habit of mine.
Sure.
I see a board game, but I saw one for $50 a couple weeks ago too. Not Life Risk trilogy on Lord of the Rings. It was all brand new. The box was open, but everything inside was sealed. So actually eBay sent me a notice saying, "Oh, you need to sell it cheaper. That way you compete against everybody." I said, "I don't think so," and sold it like 2 days later.
Nice.
A couple behind up there just regular Risk games that are sealed, but like I said, the box was open. I guess somebody opened it up and said, "I don't want to play it," so I got to at least get those listed.
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to know from you, Glenn, if you are using the awesome water bottle.
Right here.
There
Yeah.
it is.
That was my secret Santa.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's awesome.
I had a, I guess
That's-
somewhere I got to read this. Never used one of these before, but I had to plug it in and actually charge it and all that. So it's all charged. I just got to figure out how it works, and all that.
What is it?
It's like a wireless deal, like here these earplugs. You put it around your neck like this, I guess. And
Oh, yeah. I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Bluetooth and all that. So I got to figure out how it works. But you can get online, whatever. It gives you more instructions versus the little pamphlet they give you.
Sure. Very good. Very good.
We're waiting on Drew to come in and talk about the topic Chad brought in.
Yeah.
And I have Parrot Head is also waiting. He wants to come on for about a few minutes. So
That sounds awesome.
Well, I'll drop it out like where Perry Head can get in that way. You don't have like a room full of 10 people in here.
well, I was going to ask you, Glenn, before you left, I was asking before you left what your opinion was on what Chad brought up.
What was that? I don't remember.
About the people complaining about resellers selling dead people's memorabilia.
That's kind of like, I guess, a touchy issue, but I don't think it's wrong. I guess if you're, doing something not illegal, but immoral, I guess. But I mean, it's not immoral to sell somebody's stuff, unless they come after you, the actual, their parents or all that. I guess they can say something. Hey, we don't appreciate you selling the item. Like you said, records and all that are commonly available anywhere. Their parents or.
Drew, you got something else going on in the background that we hear.
Feedback.
Sorry.
Very good.
Kyle got about 200 albums. When he died, I went through a lot of my albums thinking I maybe had one of his and all that. But I got online also, and it's not really worth it unless it's autographed.
Sure.
It's like, or sealed, but it's a regular album that's never been used and all that. You're wasting your time, really.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna let everybody go.
So Drew made it.
Yes,
Hello, everybody in there. Goodbye, y'all.
Thanks for stopping in, Glenn.
Okay, nice seeing y'all. Okay, I'm gonna listen.
See you later, G.
Okay.
Hey there, Drew.
How you guys doing?
We're doing all
Very
right.
good. How have you?
Good, doing fine. Happy New Year to all the pickers and resellers out there.
Well, same to you.
Absolutely.
And I know you put a post up that you said that started out brouhaha for a while. I actually put a post up also about George Michael that got comments made on it about that's the wrong thing to do and stuff like that. So.
Now, did Carrie Fisher die on the same day? No.
Carrie Fisher died, then her mom died the next day, and then George Michael died somewhere either before, after, or in between there, or before.
Right.
Somewhere in there.
Right.
So here's the story. I had this Pez dispenser. It was a Carrie Fisher Star Wars Pez dispenser. I had it for who knows how long. I've been trying to sell that thing forever.
Right.
It's been out to a couple, maybe a dozen swap meets, and now who knew that she was going to die? And I just posted something saying, I guess it's time to sell her. And I just want to make a disclaimer. I'm not a huge Star Wars collector, and I'm also not a Pez collector. So I bought it strictly for an investment, and that's why I sold it. If anyone was offended by that, that's where the topic came up, and a couple of your viewers said exactly that. People die all the time and they sell their stuff. So, and I kind of responded by saying, recently David Bowie died within 6 months, I think, and his wife Iman put up all his artwork at Christie's or Sotheby's, and it sold for millions of dollars. And was she being insensitive? Was she not waiting the proper amount of time for grieving and respectfulness? And I say everybody has a different, motivation on why they're selling something that a celebrity's. And by the way, this was not like given to me. I wasn't given this by Carrie Fisher. It wasn't her autograph.
So I don't know really why everyone was offended, but it did open an interesting topic, which then Chad, introduced here tonight. And I actually was actually going to do a video on it, so Chad was beat me to the punch there. But and it's funny.
Here's the funny thing, Drew. When I did the George Michael one, that got a little bit going, and the person that was going to be problems started one saying, "Well, prepare for Carrie Fisher." That's where we draw the line, because you don't want to sit there and buy everything just because you're on their deathbed. That's where I draw the line. It's not.
Right. And I had another interesting story to tell you that I responded in this way. I got Muhammad Ali's autograph when I was a kid, and I held it. Wait, hold on. Let me turn off my heater because it's making a noise. Thanks. I got Muhammad Ali's autograph when I was a kid, and I've had it framed, and I kept it my whole life in this box. That really was the beginning of my whole collecting life, was in this little box. And his autograph meant so much to me. And I thought, I'm going to save this until he dies. And who knows then? And sure enough, he did die finally. But I did not sell it. He was my hero. He was a huge figure of the 20th century. He was a diplomat, and he transcended boxing. He was a two or three-time heavyweight champion. And to me, that was something I shouldn't sell. And I still have that to this day. I've blown the, as you said, the top of the market right after somebody dies. I let that go by. And but I think it's sort of like a Babe Ruth autograph. Eventually, it's still going to go up in price, and people are still going to want it. But I've coveted it all these years, so I just wanted to tell you that I wasn't so attached to the Carrie Fisher Pez dispenser.
Right.
Well, I'm going to send a link to Andy, Parrot Head.
Okay.
And we're kind of
That's great.
People are kind of wanting us to get away from the death talk, because a couple of people think
I'm sorry.
well, there's people that have personal deaths in their lives that they don't want to really bring up. So when we're talking about it, it does bring up memories and stuff like that.
That's fine. I was going to ask, hey, Drew, what are you going to do for the next year to expand your business? I mean, what are you kind of resolving to do?
Well, I think I've heard it from a couple other people, like get rid of more of the stuff that I already have. I have I think we all have a little bit of a sickness. I definitely know I have it. And I need to start selling more and just making, more of an effort to clear out and, like you said, organize things. And but I'm making other kinds of videos, guys. I'm sort of mixing up my content. I have this crazy raccoon that's coming around my house. And I'm shooting these raccoon videos, so I hope you guys don't mind mixing it in there. But
I thought you were going to say you were shooting the raccoon.
No. I have a sweet female raccoon that's been coming around my house, and I've been filming her, and so I've just been throwing out some of those videos in between my picking videos.
Yeah, well, you know what? Everybody. Some people don't like. Some people only want to see reseller content on reseller channels, and I say, I want to know more about the person in their life. I want to see that you're, this cool raccoon that's hanging out at your house. I think that's cool stuff. So
yeah. So probably for my channel, a little more variety. I'd like to take you around to different places, and hope you guys embrace that. I'm not a one-dimensional guy. I have all these interests and all this great opportunity to show you guys stuff from California.
Absolutely, and we appreciate it. If for all of you that don't know, I'm sure most of you do, but anything to do art related, this is the guy right here. He knows fine art really well and older art. So if you ever have questions about that kind of stuff, Drew is the guy to go to. So, well, thanks for stopping in, Drew. We're going to move. Oh, see, there's a picture right there. Yeah, we're going to move over to Andy. So,
that's in my new video. But thank you so much, guys, for having me on. Happy New Year.
You betcha. Happy New Year.
Thanks for about ready.
Okay, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Parrot Head, Mr. Andy.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I got a cold I'm fighting off, so if I sound a
Me
little,
too, man.
if I sound a little nasally, you know why.
I'm doing the same thing. I got a chest cold that just won't go away.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what I see? It's beautiful. Your background is beautiful.
Oh,
No Dallas crap.
Yeah, I got kicked out of my man cave, and I'm down in my office right now. So yeah.
bummer. Anyway, well, congratulations on your team. Anyway, my decided to watch the playoffs this year. So
I didn't even get a chance to watch the game today. It was a meaningless game, but we were spending time with family and had the grandkids and everything, and just had a whole bunch of people together, and just really enjoying the day. So that was really nice. So.
Yeah, great. And that's what at the beginning of the show, that's what I said. I wanted to make sure that everybody had happy holidays and spent some time with their family, because that truly is why we do what we do, is to spend time with those that, are important to us. We could be making money and doing that anyway, but this is the way a lot of people choose to spend either their full-time or their part-time. It's the family that's the important part.
Yeah, exactly. And congratulations on getting the house there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're really excited. A little scared, of course, but mostly excited. So,
man, I'd be a wreck just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with all my inventory, man.
I've just been packing up all my death piles into these boxes, which actually I think is going to help me in the long run. When I do get back, up and running at the new house, I'll be able to just pull out one box and just go through it and list that way. But yeah, right now we're just trying to figure out exactly what to keep here and what to keep, to move to the storage unit, since it's about 50 miles away. It's not like, oh crap, I need that one thing. It's quite a ways to go get it. So it's one of those, I got to give it some thought before I actually pack it away.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are your plans for the future besides being an actual guest on our show, since we are working the show the Sunday nights?
I know, Chris. You two guys have been trying to get me on here for a while. So I see you're kind of doing the shout outs, and I was kind of messing around. I was working on some listings and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? I might be able to sneak down to my office, and I'll see if I can pop in for a couple minutes with these guys. Like, I know you guys have been after me, so, and I ain't trying to blow you off or nothing like that. So I promise I'd come on here sometime.
And that's a part of why we go over to our show to the Sunday night. I had it on Sunday nights, but a lot of people are having problems getting on because of family time on Sundays. So that's why I went to Wednesday nights when it was opened. But now everybody's like, we're getting more viewers type of thing on the Sunday, so I want to give more content and direct content where I can.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Wednesdays, unfortunately, like I said, that's the day that I'm out on. But hey, I try to be here every Sunday that I can. So I love checking you guys out.
Yeah. So following what everybody else has been talking about, what are your New Year's resolutions, or what are you planning on doing different on your business this year?
Me, honestly, my big thing that I'm working on this year is getting my spreadsheet under control, getting my inventory under control to where I really know. I mean, because I've ramped up my stuff so much from last year, and I just got to get a better handle on it. And with tax time coming and stuff like that now, it's just, I'm so far behind, and I'm just, I don't even want to think about it. I mean, I'm trying to get caught up on that. But actually, I'm going to give a shout out to Lindy Green. She just put out a new kind of like a spreadsheet on her. She has a video she released here just the other day. It's available on Google Drive or Google Sheets or whatever it is. And it's actually pretty decent. I had a different one that I was using, and I'm actually going to kind of try and use hers, but I want to add like maybe one more little thing to it. But it's a really nice, just basic spreadsheet that you can kind of track everything. She has and she had it set up really nice too for if you have a store or you don't have a store, because eBay charges 9% if you have a store, versus 10% if you don't have a store. So when you type in your sales fees, it automatically takes out the PayPal fee and the eBay fees. So, that was really, really nice. So, Lindy, if you happen to be watching this, man, I props you on the great work on that spreadsheet. it is really, really nice. And I'm going to give it a whirl for a little while anyway. So hopefully it gets my stuff straightened out. So that's
Nice.
my big
That
thing.
is one thing that I think any more veteran or person that's been selling for a while, one of the things that I always tell people that are just starting out is, you know, you need to get a good inventory system in place at the beginning, because it's easy to do it when there's 10 items, but then all of a sudden you'll have 500 items, and then you have to go back and try and fill in your inventory sheet that way. Where if you start with a fairly decent inventory sheet or accounting system, then it's not too bad to ramp up. But if you get behind, that can be a pain in the ass. When you get so far behind, you could spend a month just going through your stuff that's already listed and everything, just trying to organize it on paper.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, with today being the first, this is a perfect day to start that new sheet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think I've already had like 3 or 4 sales a day. So I've already started plugging those in, and, you know, hopefully I can just stay on top of it, and then at least have this year, you know, under control, because, you know, last year I got behind the 8 ball, and then it was just playing catch up, and, you know, my numbers aren't 100% accurate, but, you know, they're idea where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, things really, really took off from, you know, a year ago to last year. And I'm hoping, you know, this year that I can still bump that up, you know, even more, which, you know, it's hard still working a full-time job, but, you know, I mean, I'm doing what I can do, and, you know, I'm happy with where things are at right now. So
sure. And having a spreadsheet, it's nice to be able to do a quick look and see where you're at, instead of kind of guessing, you know, or well, I think this is where I'm at, but I don't really have any data to prove that. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe we can talk Chris and see if Lindy would come on and our show sometime, and you know, give us some ideas on her what she does. I don't know. Maybe a possibility. What do you think, Chris? Sometime?
Well, we'll work it out. We'll figure something out.
I think
I know Jason Prof sales does that spreadsheets too, and he just said, spreadsheets, one of my favorite topics. So we were talking about having him on.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was just going to bring that up about Jason Sloan. Yeah, he just released his, but I believe he's charging for his. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that, but because I kind of looked at his, and Jason is really involved and in depth in his spreadsheet, so I'm sure it's a little more advanced than what Lindy did. But you know, when I looked at what Lindy did, and you know, for her putting that out there for free, you know, I thought that was a wonderful thing that she's, you know, doing for, you know, all us, you know, for even just the small guys, you know what I'm saying, to get them on the right page. So you know, and it's a really nice setup. So
right, and you know, Yvonne said, but Profs is better, and I'm sure there's, like you're saying, that there's more in depth, and different people want to know different numbers. You know, some people may want to know their ROI as a percentage, and some of them want to know it as a how many times my money. And you know, that's the thing about a spreadsheet is it's hard to get one to tailor to everybody, because different people want different items. But I guess the basic thing is just start one. Even if it's just a matter of having an inventory system saying, okay, A1 is a pair of jeans. This is what I paid for it, and this is where I got it. And then, you know, when it sells, make sure you fill out further down that this is what I sold it for. And then that data is there, and you can manipulate it later if you learn how to.
Right. You know, and you can use that for tax time as well. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you put your eBay item number in there. So if they got a question what the item is, you can click on it, you know, because you can make it where it's an active link. So if, you know, whatever's going on, you can just, you know, click it, go right there. So if there's any questions or anything like that, you know, you're all good to go. So I do like that about it as well.
Yeah.
You know, my only thing that, and I actually sent her a private message, and I haven't heard back from her, but the only thing I kind of would like to do, and I might get somebody to help me with it, is just where I want it to where it figures out my average sale price. Like, you know, for the month, we'll just say for the month, you know, I had 100 sales. I want to know what my average sale price was of an item. Because just me personally, you know, I like to float in the $25 to $30 range. That's where I like to be. So I want to know if I'm staying in that range, if I'm below that range, or if I'm actually pushing above that range. So, you know, it's just.
And actually, that if it's based on a Excel database, right, or docs.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that's a very simple a formula. I mean, it's just a matter of where do you want the answer, and then take the average of these numbers. So
yeah,
I mean, that's what I was
saying
saying
with the spreadsheets there. So I gotta get a little help with that. But I mean, I know it's something that I can add to what she's already done. I mean, and that's fine. But
yeah, and that's what I was saying is everybody wants to know different numbers, but the main thing is just to get that data, and then you can manipulate it any way anybody needs it. So absolutely
awesome.
So that's your main thing, huh? That's good. Chris? What were you saying?
That's my number one. That's my number one focus. I think I may invest in a different background for my photos and stuff like that because. I don't know. It's just something I may invest in. I keep looking at it. I mean, I have studio lighting and I have all that stuff, but I do all my photos in a basement, and then I have to use some photo editing software sometimes to enhance my backgrounds and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if I can get change things up just a little bit. If it may cut down on just a little bit of my photo editing time. I mean, it doesn't take me that long, but it's still it's extra time. You know what I mean? It's time that I could do one or two more auctions or, listings in maybe an hour or something like that. So.
Right. Well, that's what it always, sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Like I said, Chad has a story that he wants to tell me that he said everybody would like, so he wants to come back on. He sent me a message on Facebook.
No, thanks.
Plus, Miss Margaret is in the chat.
Yeah, well, we can get her to come on for a few minutes. It says she's just got here. You may want to explain to her, or I can, either one. While you're getting Chad set up, Margaret.
He has to hit the link again when he's ready. So, Chad, if
okay,
ready, come on in.
Okay. So, kind of what we're doing tonight, Margaret, is also, if rotating in, saying hello, and so if you want to come on and say hello and talk with us a few minutes, it's kind of a, 5 minutes, and then rotate out. Send Chris a link saying, hey, I'll come talk to you for a few, and we'll see if we can get you on. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, you bet. I'm gonna pop on out of here and let Chad take over. And all right, we'll talk to you guys probably in a little bit. You guys are gonna do an after show?
Thanks again, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing an after show. I just decided.
No, you just decided. All right, I'll probably pop in for that.
Past the hour, so it's like anytime over. That's why Chad said if you have time. Tonight's a holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Yeah, everybody's off tomorrow, right? All right, guys. We'll see you. We'll try to talk to you in a little bit.
All right. See ya.
So, what's the story you got to tell us, Chad?
In the Pinching Pace host Deb, in her group, the 1500 room, we had a Secret Santa thing, right?
Yeah, I did that.
So she divvied out names and stuff, and somebody got my name. I didn't. And a package came in the mail, and I opened it up, and it's like, oh, cool. There's a Starbucks, a Starbucks gift card. There was an Axe, the Axe deodorant, like a scrubby type thing. And there was a car air freshener.
Right.
And there was a Summer's Eve douche.
Nice.
And there was a box of male Depends.
Oh, very good. All those things that you really need.
Yeah. Well, if there's you got new people watching and stuff, I've kind of got this reputation for being an old guy. I don't know, and people always joke about me needing Depends and stuff like that. And the douche thing, maybe he thinks I'm a douche, but but no, it was all.
Or maybe whoever it was just knew it would be funny, and that you would end up having to spread it.
That's what I think it is. But what had happened is it sat there on the counter and for 3 or 4 days, man. I mean, I posted the picture and I thanked him and all that, and he never said a word, right? Well, I come back in and the male Depends is still sitting there, and the douche is gone. And I asked Kim, I said, well, what'd you do with the douche? She says, oh, I threw it away. And she goes, I don't know if you wanted the Depends. And what am I going to do with the damn douche? But I didn't throwing it away. But the Depends box was there, and I looked at it. I grabbed it to toss it. I just thought it was a gag thing. But then when I squished it, the flap opened up because it was tape. And I opened it up, and sure enough, inside, man, there was a brand new F hat.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh crap! And I said,
So did you go find out what was in the douche box?
I don't know. It's gone. I didn't even ask him yet. But I sent him a message saying, dude, why didn't you tell me that there was something in there? And I hope there wasn't one in the douche. I mean, I'll feel really bad if there was, but yeah, I got a new F hat. It's as soon as I got it, I packed it to move it, and I haven't unpacked it yet. But yeah, it's a nice one. So I'm excited to get that out. But yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, and you always have to have a good sense of humor, getting men's Depends in a summer's eve douche in the mail.
Right. And then to find out that it was just the packaging. So
yeah.
So there you go. Always check your boxes, no matter what you think it is.
Oh, gold bars were hidden in the douche. That's what Silver Hair Stacker said.
Well, there you go. Now you know.
I don't think Tim would be able to lift it too easy, depending on how many bars there were.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty neat little thing. And as you guys know, I got Glenn, so I sent him that water bottle and some pretty cool headphones. I'm like, man, when we bought them, it's like, man, I think I'd like some of these, but I don't know. He needs to let me know if he likes them, and then I'll go out and buy me a set. So.
And Margaret, the link was sent by Dwayne to you, so when you see it, you can pop on in. And I saw another comment I want to respond to from when we were talking about this. I think who it was now. Oh, okay, there it is. Rhonda Marsh asked, "Isn't the average sale available in the eBay Seller Hub?" Yes, it is, but for people that might sell on Amazon, I don't know if Amazon has something like that where you can figure out your. So you still have to plug it in to your own spreadsheet eventually if you're going to want to figure it out for taxes and whatnot. Or at least in my opinion, that's what you have to do. So Chad, well, we got to wait at least another week before you have your first show of the new year.
Yeah, it'll probably be. I'm gonna try to be ready for the Pickers Church on Ronnie's channel Tuesday, and then I'll pick up the Reseller Pulse on Friday. It's about time we do another call-in show because it's been about a month. So, and that's always gone well.
Yeah, there you go. You'll have to get Logan to play operator again.
I can say Dwayne missed 2 weeks, and people were still already complaining about that. And you're better, you're bigger than
exactly. And we're a much smaller show, so people are pretty upset with you for not having it for so long.
Oh,
there's Margaret.
Hey guys.
Okay, there's Margaret.
There's Margaret.
Hi, Margaret, and bye, Margaret. I'll give
Hey,
you
Chad.
the stage. So, bye, guys. Have a good one.
See ya. Margaret, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
We're doing awesome. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Can y'all hear me okay? I couldn't find my earbuds to plug in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's no feedback or anything.
Yeah, no background
That's
yet.
great. Drinking from Wonder Woman.
Awesome. So how's your New Year been? Did y'all do anything fun? You may have already said.
We stayed in the house like normal because there's so many fireworks going off, and you never know what's going on out there.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Yeah, same with us. We're old. We just sat around and it's midnight. Yay.
Yeah.
Another one down the tubes. One day closer to retirement.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So we were talking about
What did you do?
Oh well, we went.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
Oh no. Well, we went for lunch with some friends, just an early because we have kids too, so we don't really go out late. So we went out for lunch. So that was it. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Well, we've been talking about what's new besides some of the other topics that were brought up. We were talking about what new for your business, for your personal. Like Dwayne has his new house. I
Oh,
got. We bought new tools that we're gonna use for the thermal printer and such for the business. So, what you plan on doing? Changing your business or buying something new that you needed?
goodness. So I've been doing a lot more merch. That I've been talking about that a lot, like the shirt designs. But that's kind of who knows what Amazon's going to do. So who knows what's going on with that. And then I've been trying to get more into jewelry and smalls and stuff. So that's kind of new for the business as well. And then
Awesome.
what was the other part? Personal stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, just
What?
Just in general, if you wanted to talk about the personal stuff. If not,
Oh, yeah, I mean, not a whole lot as far as the New Year goes. I talked yesterday with some friends about I went to make New Year's resolutions and I was like, gosh, this is depressing because every year I make them and then I never stick with them. So I just like, forget it. I'm not doing it. So yeah. And we're trying to get all of our debt paid off because Randy really wants a truck. So we're trying to
nice.
Yeah, we can't have 2 car payments. So we've really been trying to like throw all the money we can at all of our debt, and then yeah.
Well, that's a great goal. I mean, that's something that's easily measured. I mean, you can see how close you're getting, and
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be a huge relief when you get rid of some of that. So
Yeah, I mean we don't have a ton.
So what do you?
Go on.
Oh, what was that?
Do you have a dog?
That was
you
a
guys are
weird.
talking over each other.
Oh, I thought somebody's
Oh.
dog started barking.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably my dog. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's what we were. The original talk. We were just kind of seeing what your new plans are for this year. You know, what are you looking at getting anything new or adding to your arsenal? You know, starting a new. Well, you're already in merch, so. But you know, a new platform or anything, or making a resolution to do more videos or do less videos, or
I put
I don't know,
videos
you know,
up.
whatever.
I don't know if I can do more videos.
That's what I'm wondering. Some people, it's like I put out too many already. You know, I can't do that. So
I put out a video almost every single day, so I have to do like
that's a big
day.
for me. I can tell my whole life story in about 15 minutes. So I can't imagine, you know, trying to fill in an hour or a half hour every day. So.
I think well, here's the deal, because when I talked to some friends about, you know, our New Year's resolutions and like just how depressed and isolating being a reseller can be, and if you go back and watch my earlier videos, you'll see how like really shy and reserved and stuff I am. And
I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably one of the reasons I put out so many videos, is because it really does help me like with my mental state, you know, and really, I don't know. So like the whole community and just being active in the community and talking to people. That's why I do so many live. Just it really helps a lot. So if you're out there and you think about it, it's worth, you know, it's done a ton for me just in the last February will be 2 years. So
yeah, well, and I'm sure you use it as a support system and accountability. You know, hey, you said it on live, you know, YouTube, so somebody's going to hold you to it, right?
Right, yeah. And you know, honestly, I've gotten some really nice letters, especially over the Christmas holiday, Christmas cards, where people are saying, you know, that they feel the same way. They get depressed, and just being able to talk to somebody in this way in the chats and stuff is really helpful. So I think, you know, those of us who do this, we probably are helping more people than we realize. So.
Well, that's good to know for sure. Because even when you're doing it, we're looking at the 50 people that are in the chat right now, but we don't know how that affects people later, you know, that watch it at a later date. So, and I know that some of these people, I think as resellers themselves, we don't get out much, you know, and we're kind of wrapped into our own little lives. So this may be some people's only social outlet.
Yeah, for me it was.
Yeah, exactly.
When I started, that's why. Like there was nobody I could talk to. I wasn't I didn't even know about Facebook groups yet. So I was just like, I need to talk to somebody, you know? Yeah.
Joni Kramer said she'd love to get the courage to do videos. You know, it doesn't really necessarily take courage because I look at how my show started from the very first one to what I am now. And I've actually got 2 shows. But I gotta figure out how to keep it so it's not the same format. Like tonight, we're trying something different. We're not gonna keep this format because when we usually do our show, everybody knows we have one guest, one topic that we talk about. But it's a holiday, so I wanted to let everybody get in on this. But maybe the Wednesday night show when we have it, maybe we'll do something like this for Wednesday night. So when people start watching, hey, I want to pop in. I want to talk about what you're talking about. And instead of having to type about it, I want to verbalize it.
Yeah. I mean, it can be lonely, you know. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Plus, this would be good.
See, and I think you should.
No, go ahead. Oh, I was just going to say, it might take the stress off of somebody who is thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but they're nervous about it. You know, it gives them the little foot in to see what it feels like to see themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Being on camera can be uncomfortable for people. That's for sure. I think one of your network you should do this. I'm giving you a resolution. How's that?
Me?
Yeah, I'm giving you. You should organize another Southern Texas get together because I've heard from a couple of people that went to your last one a while ago that they really enjoyed it.
I already have one planned. I do.
Well, see, all right, there you go. See,
we have the
you're
date.
already ahead of the game.
Yeah, end of January.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because I heard from I don't even remember who it was, but that they were like, "Oh, that was so much fun, and we need to do that again." And so I'm like, "Well, I'll tell Margaret."
Yeah,
next time I see her.
Yeah, I'm in the Houston area, so we have we have our own little Gulf Coast reseller group. There's not a ton of us there, but whatever. And I sent Chris Dupree a message saying, "Hey," because he was thinking about coming down too. I was like, "If you want to combine, we can just combine together." And
that'd be cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's and I think I agree with you. I think the networking is so much a part of this that some people just don't realize that how much that networking helps people.
Right. Yeah. Because it was fun. We just went thrifting and then we went and had lunch and that was just talking to people. We went to the flea market. We went to the flea market. That's what we did. Yeah. So I mean, that's another thing too. Like in your area, you could put it out there if anyone's in the area and wants to get together twice a year, whatever,
Well, like Jameson's Closet said, I would love to meet resellers in my area to go shopping with. This is what you can do, Jameson. Just make a group for your city or your biggest city, whatever, and say such and such eBay sellers or Amazon sellers, and then work it like that. Like I got one for my local city. Right, it's only got maybe 10 people in it, but that's because nobody whatever reason, everybody joins how to buy and sell trade, but they didn't want to join this one. So
yeah, and we started a thread in an International League of Thrifters a while back that was like, "Where are you from?" And so everybody was able to put where they were from, and then in that people were starting like, "Hey, I'm right around the corner from you," and so it was kind of a nice way to meet up and figure out where everybody was. So.
I'm sure.
That's what I was going to say, because a lot of times you don't even know. I mean, there may be people 3 blocks from you that do what you do, and they're in the same boat. Like, did you not meet Tanya through the green room or something?
No, through YouTube.
You guys are like best friends now, right? I mean,
we talk a lot. Well, she was watching one of my YouTube videos, and she saw I was at the antique mall, and she was like, "Hey, I know that antique mall." And she messaged, like, I don't want to sound like a stalker, but I know where you are, or something like that, And that's how
right. See, and that's the thing is you don't know unless you get your name out there and look, because there's people out there everywhere that do reselling.
Yeah, and she lives literally 15 minutes away from me. And if I saw her at a thrift store, I would never have pegged her as, "Oh, she does what I do." You know what I mean? I would have never known.
Sure.
And Jason said they live in the Detroit area, so I'm sure that if you really check Facebook, say Detroit, Michigan, or Michigan eBay sellers, somebody's probably got a local group, or on the meetup.com, whatever that thing is. There's people that have groups there too that they got to pay for.
Yeah.
Well, and either that or even Jameson go into the reseller society and say, "Hey, I'm in the Detroit area. Is anybody around me?" You know, with the Reseller Society being 20,000 people, I'm sure there's somebody
Yeah.
within a rock's throw of you.
Yeah, and it's nice. Like, hey, let's just go thrifting, whatever.
Well, and just like I went with Chris, granted he's not in my neighborhood, but when I did go, it was a lot of fun just to, you know, go thrifting with somebody else that, you know, that I don't normally go thrifting with, and see how they thrift versus how I thrift, and learn a little bit about things that they know a lot about, and you know, just exchange information. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, Chad. There's 22,000 people in the Reseller Society, so I'm behind on my
Getting close to
stats.
23.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm just saying around. How's that, buddy? Around 20,000. So,
Oops.
That was me. I sold the shirt.
jeez, look at
That's
you.
good for people that wonder about doing a video or a live show. You get sales sometimes during a show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. It's very true. So, does anybody else want to stop in, or should we just go into a after show, Chris?
Oh,
We're over our hour.
Let's see if anybody wants to stop in before we go end it, because
Okay.
we're almost on the hour and a half mark.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, we can jabber for a while, it sounds like, huh? Jeez. So anybody else in the chat want to come on and, you know, BS with us for a few minutes?
Before we do the after show, and if not, let us know. Hit the like button if you definitely liked what we did tonight. If maybe there's something you'd like us to do on Wednesday nights instead of just doing a review of World Weekly, whatever we were going to do, we can still do that type of show, but have every once in a while somebody pop in and talk. You never know. You might get something out of the person that you never saw before. They might say, I want to pop in. Well, so.
Right. And like Margaret said, get a little camera time can help you be a little less shy in case, you know, you want to do some YouTube stuff later.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen anybody saying they want to pop in, so.
No.
I definitely want to thank everybody for watching. I know we hit close to 50 viewers again tonight after the hour passed. So I don't know. What's that supposed to tell me?
My kids finally
Who knows, right?
on the computer.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we got to wait a little bit longer so everybody's kids can go to bed.
And Vaughn says she likes this reseller drive-by. That's a good name for a show.
Reseller drive-by, huh? There you go. Yeah, and Angie says she likes having different people come on. It's fun. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun.
Well, then that's an idea for we can do for Wednesday nights. That way, whoever somebody doesn't want
Sure.
doing a one-on-one, okay, well, we'll have 2 or 3 of us besides us. Come on, talk, rotate.
Well, and not only that, but somebody that doesn't want to hold the show dedicated to themselves where they have to talk an entire hour. Maybe they just want to step in and say, 5 or 10 minutes. I know some people can't, they're like, oh, I don't want to go on a show that's going to take an hour. I don't have that much to speak about, but, having 5 or 10 minutes, anybody can talk about that. Right. So.
And Dwayne, I'm going to kind of put you on the spot, even though you're moving.
Okay.
Next week, you're my guest. Next week, you're our guest for the first.
I'm your guest
for the first official R show.
Okay. What am I talking about?
Your ties.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Sure. I'll have to see if I can unpack a few of them.
Well, I think that's how I get it.
Yeah, no, that'd be fine.
I can do that now, and that way we don't have to worry about when you get ready to move. I don't have to say, okay, well, I'm ready to do the tie show now. You're like, well, I still haven't unpacked yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fine. Which one on Wednesday, right?
No, next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Sorry. See, I'm going to get confused on the R show being Sunday and Wednesday. And I just barely got this stuff figured out, man.
So, with that being said, thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, hit that like button. We'll talk to you guys on Wednesday, and I'll put the link in the chat. If you already have the link, you can pop in back in as soon as I end the show. Hopefully we won't fail. Well, even if we fail, just keep trying. You never know who might pop in and out. Talk to you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
See you.